You are a superstar. Symbol of a woman who be working for herself. You are a superstar. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. You a vlogger, fishing over. You a being one less than a mugoza. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie.
Of me driving to the doctor, and I just wanted to give you sort of like a backstory of what happened, what's happening. I feel like I've missed so many days on YouTube that this week I just told myself that, you know what, from now on, especially from Wednesday, that I'm gonna just be uploading. That's why I gave you guys back-to-back videos. And yesterday when I couldn't, I was honestly just feeling so defeated, you guys. I felt so defeated, and so I just thought maybe I should come out here and just tell you guys like basically what was going on. So if you have been following me, you know that this year I have had quite a number of rounds when it comes to antibiotics, when it comes to my teeth. So I've had a lot of infections this year, and it has really honestly been just quite crazy and just an exhausting situation that yesterday I just literally broke down. I broke down so much. I was crying so bad. I called Lebu and I was just crying, and shame, man, she had to even come to the house. I'm sorry, friend, I love you. And so honestly it was just a lot. So I just want to go ahead and just tell you guys like what happened. Day before yesterday night, during the day I was okay. You know, I could feel that my tooth was kind of like aching, but it was from a very from very far. It wasn't anything that I even felt was even like alarming or anything. But Wednesday night, going to bed, sorry, it wasn't just a nightmare, because I didn't sleep, guys. Like I was up probably every 35 minutes or 30 minutes, and so I couldn't even like really fully fall asleep. So what happened was, you know, obviously Jesus was there, and you know, we're talking, we're laughing, doing this, doing that, and I started getting that my tooth was really aching, you know. And so I'm like, yo, this tooth is really actually like just giving me a problem. And he's like, nah, you'll be okay, you know. Maybe we should just sleep, and then in the morning we'll see what we can do, because it was already late, probably around past 11, almost to 12. And so we both just realized how serious the situation was when there was nothing that was literally helping. So what I do is that there's this toothpaste that is like magic. I'm gonna share with you guys. It just won't be in this video, but I promise you guys I'm gonna share that toothpaste with you. That helps so much. It's been helping me so much. And so what I did was that I started putting it in the tooth that was feeling pain, and it would go dead quiet. It was like a magic thing, you know. It would go dead quiet, and I'm like, whew, finally, you know. And then we sleep maybe, and then in the next 45 minutes I'm up in excruciating pain yet again. And so I kept on doing that. And I think because obviously toothpaste is not supposed to stay in your mouth, you're supposed to brush and then rinse. I feel like it kind of burnt my tongue a little bit on this side, but it's nothing alarming. Honestly, I would still do it again because it was helping me from such a huge pain. So, you know, throughout the night, that was a thing that was happening. I kept on brushing my teeth. I kept, because it was on this side, and it was just, guys, I won't lie, it was really painful. And I just felt so helpless at that time. I took painkillers. I took 2, didn't work. It was just something that I was like. So obviously in the morning, Jesus is like, should I take you to the doctor? And I was like, no, I'll go, because at that point when we woke up, I was feeling fine. I don't know if it was because obviously I had rested, but the tooth was dead silent, and I was like, no, I guess maybe it was acting up because it wasn't night. However, I'm gonna make sure that I go to the doctor today, and I'll update you what you need to do. And then obviously he went on because he's working, right? So after he left, probably 30 minutes after that, guys, it was like the demon, the devil, the children and the grandchildren came for me. I was in so much pain, guys, that I couldn't even. I'm so thankful that yesterday's the day that my helper was actually here, so she helped a lot. You know, she had to get me like the blanket was on like freaking 1,000 because heat was making me feel better. And then, you know, whenever I'd have to get up, it's painful. If I'm in bed where the blanket is warm, it's better, but I still need to go to the doctor. So So basically, guys, I ended up just coming up with this strategy of, I did see someone on TikTok actually do this trick where they said they take a sock, they pour rice, and then they warm it in the microwave, and then they obviously place it like in the time whenever they're having period cramps. And I was like, maybe this can work for me. So I did that, you guys, rice, and then I poured, and it worked. So that was how I was able to leave my house and then go to the doctor. So I remember I told you guys that I got a medical aid. My medical aid only kicked in this month for dental, so at least this time I didn't have to pay, guys. But what basically happened was that the doctor that I went to, where you guys saw me getting out of the car from, when I got there, they were like, no, we don't have a dentist here, even though on their board it's written dentist, this. I'm like, guys, I didn't even have the strength. I just got into my car and I went to another dentist. And so when I got there, what the dentist did was they gave me 2 injections. After giving me 2 injections, they said I need to wait a bit so that, you know, it settles in. I'm like, okay. Now the problem came when they called me back and I'm still feeling those sharp needles, and I'm like, I know the pain has reduced a lot, but why am I still feeling needles? Like, is it okay? And you know, the doctor is like, okay, we will see. Guys, this man tried to extract a tooth out of my freaking mouth, pains and all. So he touched it the first time and I was like, He's like, hit you with strength, guys. I feel like that man will camp outside the gates of heaven for what he did to me yesterday. I was like, guys, I literally had to, because he's strong, I had to push his hand with all my strength and jump out of his chair, because I was like, bruh, I'm suing. I'm kidding. I didn't even have strength for trauma. I laugh now, but yesterday I was crying tons, okay? And so this man looks at me and he's like, listen, ma'am, the previous patient, I actually gave her 1 injection and I removed a tooth with 3 molars. You are removing a tooth with 2 molars and I've already given you 2 injections. So it's either one of 2 things. It's either you're just scared or you've got an infection. And I looked at him dead ass and I was like, how many teeth did you see me missing? So clearly this is not my first rodeo. It has to be the other one. Can you do an x-ray? He does the x-ray and he looks at me. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You have got like a huge infection. And that's the reason why the medication did not go there to numb, you know, to numb the tooth. And I was just, guys, honestly, I feel like at that point, I just started feeling like I need to break down, because infection number what this year? Infection number what? You know, I looked at him and he's looking at me like literally, because I think in his mind, he thought I'm just like scared. And I'm like, look at me, bruh, like you see me and Pap, we eat each other and you think I'm just some child. I'm someone that my pain tolerance is high. It's just that I really go through a lot of pains when it comes to these infections. And so what he did was that he decided that he was going to prescribe 2 antibiotics, so that obviously they can make sure that they clear the infection. And then I'm gonna have to go back to the doctor Tuesday for the extraction of the tooth, and then we're gonna fix the other stuff. We're gonna see how, you know, we're gonna fix the other stuff. So am I going back to the same doctor? Yes. Personally, I felt the last time I removed my tooth, guys, my gum got torn, you know, and I don't mean to like or whatever. I feel like it, if someone stronger is pulling the tooth, it comes out more clean than someone that is gonna struggle up back and forth, side to side, and then like you kind of get hurt more, because it has healed but it has not fully closed, you know. And so that's why this time I was also like, I need a dentist that I feel like physically is gonna be stronger to just pull the tooth out. So I'm gonna go to the same. The way that he was doing it, I could see that had it been that there was no infection, the tooth would have come out clean. And so, but the part that I also feel like, this man, can you believe, guys, he tried to give me painkillers over the counter? Like, say prescribe drugs. You already touched this tooth, it has already moved, there's an infection. How much pain do you think I'm gonna be having? And so yeah, I actually spoke out, and I ended up getting like stage 5 pain meds, and that's what I'm using. Last night when I came home, it was okay. I think it was also because of the medication was still there, but when I was going to bed, yeah, that was when I started to feel the pain, and I had to again warm the rice and also, you know, do the potting over there. And mind you guys, this is after I've taken 2 of the I had taken 1 because I was like, okay, they say 1, but I know these pills, these are the pills that I was using the time that I had fibroids, and I would always just kind of like overdose a bit, because instead of 1 I'd take 2, and then they would just knock me out. So that's basically what's going on, guys. I don't know what's going on with these infections, but I saw a ninja saying, hey, by a lawyer. I think that the thing that's happening is that I had an infection for many years and it was not treated, so obviously it has to have affected a lot more things, because if I'm getting an infection down here and the infection was up here, then it means that I really need to go and see a specialist that is going to do a scan, a proper scan, so that they can see what's going on, and I can fix this once and for all, because the pain is honestly just excruciating. And I did go to a specialist. I mean, I didn't do that story time. Do you guys still want me to do that story time, like just sitting down and just narrating exactly what happened from start to finish? Because I remember I just did a live and I was like so upset, because I was like, I went there and they were like, oh ma'am, the scan is so expensive, and I was out here thinking maybe it's 20,000, what's going on? And then they're like, it's 800 rand. I'm like, you all really just thought I was like, really? They ended up actually even having me leave without paying for the consultation with the specialist. I was like, okay. I was happy, I won't lie. So now I just need to get a non-racist specialist, and if you guys have got one that you can recommend, please do comment down below. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go on a hunt myself, because wow, I've been going through it. Anyway, ninjas, I love you guys, stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. I will definitely be fine. There's no witchcraft happening here. They can try, they can never ever succeed, because oh girl, it's not a girl of umuti. I don't touch umuti with my hands. I don't go to sangomas. I don't. So where is the link? Do you understand? That's me, my beliefs, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, ninjas, I love you guys, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.